On Saturday, the 29th of June, I attended the first ever Lightcrawlers event hosted by Slingshot Films in collaboration with the Nightcrawlers. The Nightcrawlers is an initiative conceived by AJ, aka the Eye of Alchemy. The Nightcrawlers are a collective of creators, mostly photographers and videographers, of different ages, backgrounds, and skill levels, all united by the passion for the arts. They meet up once every 2 months or so to capture Cape Town's nightlife. This is my second time hanging out with the Nightcrawlers. On my first time out, we walked from the bottom to the top of Kloof Street, making use of the limited light sources available to get that dope shot.
Wait, first the beach, then the streets, and then what's to come. So again, each and every one of you guys, from my left to my right, I appreciate you guys for showing up. And yeah, let's make the most out of this scroll. And yeah, let's go.
Say the words, the magic 2 words.
Once again, let's go.
Let's go!
For the Lightcrawlers event,
Nice.
we met up at Kalk Bay to capture moments during the early golden hour. I arrived there very early, about 7 a.m. It was pitch dark. I've never been to Kalk Bay so early. I reunited with some familiar faces and met some new ones. The sun was shrouded by the clouds in the distance, but cast off this lovely soft daylight hue with a sprinkle of pink and light blue. There was still too little light for my camera, so I began to experiment with a longer exposure. As I understand it, because there's little to no light, you have to decrease your shutter speed to give the camera a chance to capture the light you are seeing with your own eyes. Some of my pictures came out okay, but as you can see, the boats have a slight motion blur around them. I've never really taken pictures using a long exposure, so it was fun to experiment. We embarked along the right-hand side of Kalk Bay, where you can overlook the vast Indian Ocean. The ocean was surprisingly very calm, the boats gently drifting to its groove. As we pensively walked along the path, hoping to find that perfect moment, the sun's rays slowly began to pierce through the wall of clouds. Its rays gleamed down below and highlighted the open clouds above. We walked to the inn near the lighthouse to get a closer look. It was like a scene out of The Lion King when Simba is introduced to the kingdom. It was absolutely breathtaking. The sun's golden hue spread far and wide, bringing the harbour and the rest of Kalk Bay to life. We saw the early fishermen who appeared to be cleaning their boat for their next voyage. We also saw a few casual fishermen flinging their rods, casting their bait out, hoping for their next big catch. One of my favorite shots I took was actually of the opposite side of the harbour. Looking back now, I feel like I was truly captivated by the harbour itself as this intermediary space between land and sea. I am also really proud of this picture of a seagull perched on the concrete wall with the sun's rays streaking in the background. I feel like he wanted me to take a photo because he remained perfectly still. With no specific models, we became the models, photographers taking pictures of photographers, classic Nightcrawler style. We were shouting out, "Hold it there! Wait, don't mind me, keep doing what you were doing." We could not resist the beautiful moments presented to us. Even though we could spend a whole morning on that stretch, there was more to explore. We assembled and headed towards Kalk Bay Beach. As we exited the main harbour, we were fortunate enough to see one of the blue trains zoom past us. And you best bet we all stopped to capture that moment. Surprisingly, the train was not as fast as we thought it would be. We then made our way down to Kalk Bay Beach, capturing the final few moments of the sunrise from a different angle. We walked along the sand and documented what we could. I especially loved how these birds were all nestled together, perched on this rock in the middle of the water. We also then strolled along the concrete walkway in the direction of the green lighthouse. The rest of the gang continued to explore the streets of Kalk Bay, but I had to head back. I had to attend a film workshop later that morning. I wanted to share this adventure because it was such a wholesome moment. It was my first time seeing the sunrise at Kalk Bay. Gosh, even though I had to get up so early, it was totally worth it. Most of all, It was fun to share this experience with like-minded creatives and to do, as past AJ once famously said, embrace the imperfections in the art. Thank you for watching.